All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash, double honor to the apostles and the elders of great millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. This preacher is I one with another edition of the Mark of the Beast. Dealing once again with the microchip implant, which truthfully and honestly is the mark of the beast, recorded in the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter. No matter what you believe, this is a ongoing trend throughout the world, and this is it's going to soon become mainstream. I'm not going to make this too long, but just over the past week or a couple of days, there's been an innumerable amount of articles coming out on the major push of this technology around the world. Okay, everybody's talking about it. Different news agencies, newspapers, trend followers, analysts are following this technology, and it's going to soon be put out there to the masses. And we here at Great Millstone, starting with the apostles on down, we believe that this is the mark of the beast. And it's evident, like I said, truthfully and sincerely, honestly, this is the mark of the beast. There's no other object, philosophy, anything out there that is negating what we're saying. Okay, and this is the article here from sociable.co, and his headline, "Are we edging closer to a microchip future?" Okay. So it says, was many people are afraid of a move towards invasive technology, perhaps any downside risk with the use of microchip implants is far less scary than currently perceived. Such things as genetic modification or implants that interact with the human brain cyborg style fill many people with fear. And it should fill people with fear, because this is in the spirit. People know in the spirit that this is against the order that Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah has laid out. Whether you were, more importantly, if you were Israelite, but even these heathen know, something is wrong. Okay, they're rebellious, but even in the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna, force them to follow the laws. Okay, but it's still out of the natural order. Okay, to implant or cut into the flesh. Okay, so it says it could be argued that this angst may be real or perceived, and it's a real angst. It's a real thing of fear. Like I said, especially amongst us Israelites, so-called black Spaniards and Native Americans, and their descendants are scattered in all nations worldwide. People know that this is something that's basically going to turn them into a slave to the government. Okay, and that's what the prophecy is about. And I'm gonna read it. Okay, this is Revelation 13. And 11, it says, "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth." This beast is representative of a governmental system, which is ran by so-called white people, which are the Edomites. Okay, according to the Bible, Esau. All right. It says, "And he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon," meaning he's going to appear to bring peace, but all of his legislation, everything that he says and lays out forth is going to be strict, okay, like a dragon. It says, "And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him," and the first beast is the Roman Empire. All right, now America and the NATO nations altogether, they are the revived spiritual Roman Empire, okay, or the extension of the Roman Empire. And it causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, because all the philosophies of the ancient Roman Empire, pagan Roman Empire, are facilitated through America and manifested through NATO. Okay, It says whose deadly wound was healed, because the pagan Roman Empire was destroyed roughly around 193 AD, and then revived again through the Renaissance in the mid to late 1400s, when the so-called white man came back into power. Okay, on up until now, until modern day America, or what the world knows as the powers of the West. Okay, verse 13, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. And that's your invention of the bomb. Okay, which I believe NATO first dropped the bomb in, I believe, 1995, and that was when the beast first dropped the bomb. It wasn't America with Fat Boy and Little Man. That wasn't the fulfillment of that prophecy. It was actually, I believe, in Herzegovina in 95 during that war, when NATO actually declared that bomb strike, or a series of bomb strikes during that time. That was when the beast, was or NATO was causing everybody to fear them. It says, verse 14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles, meaning everybody had to come under the power of the West. That's that Western hegemony, waxing power of the West that everybody speaks about in the news. All right, and the war, the war artillery and technological advancements. Okay, all right. It says, and deceiveth them, because the people are deceived by what the technologies can do. Okay. It says, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, meaning the policies that NATO has been pushing out, starting with America, is to be followed by all nations. That's why you're seeing these different treaties being made, but then they're being broken now. And this time, with the INF treaty, the START treaty, and other treaties made by America and NATO to other nations that's not a part of that Confederation of Nations, so to speak. Okay, they want the whole world to be a part of this so-called New World Order. All right. So it says, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And that's to come. That if you're not a part of this New World Order that they're setting up, which is going to be mainly set up through the internet, or what's known as the Internet of Things, then you're going to be deemed anti-government or terrorist, and you're going to be killed. All right. Verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. And this is all people, not nations, not big and small nations, not a philosophy of Christianity. Okay, this is talking about the policies of a government. All right. It says to receive a mark in the right hand or in the forehead. And when you look at the word mark in the Greek, the word there is charagma, which means a thing engraved or cut into the skin. Okay. And there is technology out there that is going to be put into your hand, right or left hand, or your forehead, your head. This guy, Elon Musk, has something called the Neuralink program that he's setting up. Okay. So this is what they're going to use to link man to their New World Order, the Internet of Things system. This mark, which is a microchip, all right, under the skin, or an implant. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark. So you won't be able to participate in the system, buying, selling, because this whole system is, this whole capitalist market and everything is based off of buying and selling, or the market. Okay. Save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So you have to be integrated into the system. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and this number is 600, threescore and 6. And that's the barcode system set up by IBM, or the UPC code to basically identify different chips. Same thing like a social security or a state ID or license. So that's what they want to set up, a system. Okay. Let's see. So I'm just going to read some of this here. It says, Whichever way you look at it, there is no doubt that the implications for society are far-reaching in those instances. Therefore, it makes sense that any moves in that direction should be painstakingly slow. However, when it comes to an implant that doesn't interact directly with the body, is a consideration of risk versus reward much more straightforward. So they're still on the brinks of morality with this chip, but that's not going to matter when the government steps into play. Okay, so it says, what are microchip implants? Microchip implants are passive devices involving integrated circuits or RFID transponders encapsulated in silicate glass and implanted subdermally in the body. That's the charagma. Okay, look that up. 2019, through the Spear, has been dubbed by Apostle Hardhead, GMS, Great Millstone Israelites, that it is the year of this microchip being pushed out there to the masses as a thing of the future. Okay, Lord willing, it will be made mandatory this year, but this is the future of the agenda of the world, man, in the spirit. Okay, so it says the housing of the device is such that the integrated circuitry doesn't come in contact with the body, and therefore there is no bodily reaction, and the device itself is protected. A wealth of data can be stored on the device, such as your banking. That's why, like this prophecy says, buy or selling. Amongst other things, buying and selling is just the key point to keep everybody under the thumb, so to speak, of the elites of Esau. All right, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the banking families. Okay. Matter of fact, it says here on the read more, private data collection from Facebook apps to a generation of microchip biohackers. And we all know that Facebook is a front shield website for the FBI. So it says passive implants have been used for many years with livestock and pets. The benefits mean that adoption in terms of use with animals continues to expand. Everything is going to be under the system. The RFID implant can provide information on the ownership of an animal whilst combating theft, authentication of the breed and bloodlines whilst enhancing traceability. Could the same apply to microchip humans? It's not such a new technology, but when it comes to humans, there has been very little in the way of uptake and adoption. The first human implant was carried out in 1998, over 20 years ago. Since then, usage has largely been confined to biohackers. All right. I did a video on that a couple years back. This professor had got an implant in 98, and then it's just been further moving along since then. So it says, whilst there has been little commercialization of such devices where humans are concerned, that could be on the cusp of change. And that's the point of the year of Charagma, I believe. The fact that they're going to start to commercialize this microchip. Okay. As you can see here, startups to bring implants to the mass market. And that's what you're going to start to see. It's now mainly overseas, in Europe mainly, but it's starting up over here in America as well. And these people are going to be using this microchip implant all over. And we're going to start to see the commercialization of the microchip, right? So I have I'll probably just read the next couple articles here. This is from the Free Press Journal, right? It says here, Endure. This is for March 16, 2019, the year of Charagma, which says, now get set for chip of the E block. It says, from Endure, I'm not exactly sure who or what this is, but it does say electronics is not just working with machines anymore. It is today closely associated with the human body to store personal information, as explained by Dr. Aqil Bunglawala, an electronic engineering expert. He was addressing a group of professors and students at Shri Govindram Seksaria Institute of Technology and Science on the concluding day of 5-day workshop on Friday. So sometime, I believe, last week, in the last 2 weeks, Bunglawala was talking about human microchip implants. It says a human microchip implant is typically an identifying integrated circuit device or RFID transponder encased in silicate glass, like I read in the other article, and implanted in the body of a human being. He defined. He explained that this type of subdermal implants should usually contain a unique ID number. That's the name and the number of the beast. That can be linked to information contained in an external database, such as personal identification, your bank information, your school records, right? Your law enforcement, medical history, medications, allergies, and contact information. And this is what I found to be profound here. It says this has been adopted by major IT firms and are even being used in India to keep information about employees. So it's in Europe, it's in India, it's in America. It's going to be all over. Bunglawala said. Further, he cited Mike Miller, chief executive of the World Olympians Association, who has widely reported and suggested the use of such implants in athletes in an attempt to reduce problems in sport due to drug taking. Right? So you could see that if you want to be an Olympic athlete, you got to get the microchip. And that's coming. Not just for them, but everywhere, man. Okay? It was another article I had. Right. This is from hiptoro.com. Bitcoin wallet on your arm is the future of NFC and crypto payments. You will never forget your wallet. From March 18, 2019, in your Karagma. I'm just going to read this first part here. It says, Bitcoin wallets and other cryptocurrency wallets are revolutionary techs, but they can only become the part of the utopian future that Bitcoin enthusiasts or BTC enthusiasts are envisioning if its implementation and ease of use is improved. The most common way to store crypto right now is wallets, which have their fair share of security and usage issue. And after so many hacking incidents of wallets and exchanges, crypto enthusiasts are turning towards body hacking to keep their investment safe. All right. Subdermal body implant might be the safest way to store BTC. Body hacking in Bitcoin wallets. Subdermal implementation is injected in a RFID chip under your skin, and when you couple this with your Bitcoin wallet's private key, and now you have a prepared payment option that cannot be lost or stolen. And this is what they're going to do. All right. This is the prophecy of the mark of the beast. I'm going to read it again. Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. That mark is the implant. Verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So as this system rolls out, unless you're attached to it, you won't be able to participate. And ultimately, you won't be able to buy or sell if you don't have this microchip implant, this mark. Okay? And I believe, all right, this is basically it. And this is another article from sociohistory.wordpress.com, which is Mobile World Congress demos live microchip implants for bank payments. Revelation 13 and 16. All right, 18. This is from the New King James Version, which we know the scripture. I just read it. So basically, they're going to, give you this microchip implant, and that's what's going to be the new system. Okay. I'll just read this first paragraph. It says, the buzz around microchip implants was ratcheted up a notch recently with the demonstration at the World Mobile Congress in Barcelona, which I believe I myself and other birds have done videos on this. But it says, where a man volunteered to have a chip inserted under his skin and another showed off how to make payments using his chip insert. And this is from prophecynewswatch.com. And this is what we're supposed to be doing, man. Watch for these prophecies, man. You know, here at GMS, the Great Millstone, you know, we've been saying for years that this prophecy of the microchip is going to, or the mark of the beast is going to be manifested through this microchip. And we're seeing it come to pass, man. All right, so stay upon your watch and don't be ignorant, man. And don't take the mark of the beast, because the Lord will destroy you. How about Shah is going to destroy you on this return. That's basically it. These just a couple articles I seen on the microchip, the mark of the beast. I hope this was edifying. Until next time, I say shalom.